So this one here, you are the detective on the case, and the goal is to try to figure out and solve the mystery as the detective. So in the story of Jane Doe here, so Jane Doe, the story that happened with her was there was a fire on the island, there was a burnt down structure, and in the burnt down structure, there was a body found. So as the detective on the case, you are trying to figure out who was Jane Doe, why was she on the island, and ultimately who killed her. So this one gets, things going for a murder mystery game party. It would be a lot of fun for this game.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
This is all the same type of cases?
Yeah, so it's all same. This is all unsolved case files, and there's different cases to go through. So there's Harmony Ashcroft case, there's Jamie Banks, then the Avery and Zoe Gardner twins, and you have that one over there. This one is Sandra Ivy, and then Jane Doe here. And all of the evidence that you have to try to solve the case is very, very realistic. So you have photos, newspaper clippings, witness reports, interrogation, maps and blueprints. Everything is so lifelike. You even have the detective's notebook that has, things crossed out in red, and you're trying to figure out why was this crossed out? Did you consider they were here at this time, and you're trying to really put all the pieces together. Like you can see on the map here, it's like connecting the dots. Yeah. Awesome. And then moving into this category here, the Lunar Dial is new for this year. This has been a very trendy game. So this was made in collaboration with the Morbid podcast. The Morbid podcast is one of the #1 true crime podcasts in North America, thousands of listeners. So this one here taps into all the trends of astrology and zodiac. This is for players 14 plus. You can play with 2 to 4 players as well. So this one here, the Lunar Dial sits in the middle, and it kind of controls the narrative of the game. So you have different realms, and within each realm, players take turns casting and collecting cards, and ultimately moonstones. Moonstones, the player with the most moonstones at the end wins. Yeah, awesome. And then moving into the strategy category for Goliath. So 2 new games here that I want to highlight was Honey Buzz. So for Honey Buzz, it's all about the marketplace and gameplay. So you have the queen bee, and the queen bee wants you to be the most profitable bee in the hive. Ultimately, you would go through foraging, selling, buying honey to have the most money at the end to win.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Fire Tower. Fire Tower here is the game where you fight fire with fire. So usually for strategy games, there's an element of you helping your opponents. This one, you're trying to get out your opponents for this game here. So Fire Tower, you have a die, and then the die controls the direction of the wind that blows the fire into the direction of your opponent's tower to ultimately set it ablaze, and you want to be the last tower standing to win.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this here is Game Night in a Can. So Game Night in a Can has 30 different games within this can. So it has all the familiar play patterns that a lot of people know already. So you have things like charades or create a national anthem, games like that are really simple and easy to learn, great for families to take with them on the go. And then moving into the party category. So the party category for adults 18 plus. 2 new games I want to highlight here: Text from Your Ex and Between Us Girls. So Text from Your Ex, you have the series of the awkward conversation with your ex to ultimately block them at the end. So some of the, the cards in this game to string along the conversation are super, super funny. So tried to say hi to you at the gym, but you didn't hear me, or I just need one more hug. Did you mean to just call me? So it's putting together that ridiculous conversation that a lot of people unfortunately know so well.
All too well.
Yeah. And then Between Us Girls is the game made by girls, made for girls by girls. So this one has truth cards, dare cards, and squad cards. So it's for girls to capture that nostalgic essence of a slumber party. But you have familiar games here like truth, like who was your first celebrity crush, or get up and stretch in the middle of the room without explanation. Kind of gets the girls chatting a lot. Yeah. And then otherwise, Goliath has a number of family games as well. So the games here, are good for the whole family to play. The age ranges are usually 8 plus, 10 plus, depending on the game that you're looking at. One of the games I wanted to highlight was Green Team Wins. They're in the corner here. So this one, but you have a series of different cards, things like best of 3, this or that, or fill in the blank. This game is not about having the wittiest or the funniest card to be on the green team. It's about having the most common, what you think the most common answer is going to be in the group, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So you want to, try to get on the green team and stay on the green team to win. So this one's a lot of fun. The floor is lava, which is a lot of fun. And, instead of tearing up, your family's living room by taking off the cushions of the couch, now they have the foam tiles, they have the spinner to determine which tile they need to land on, and then also a series of challenges as well. So like this one here, twirl around 2 times like a ballerina, or this one is touch your toes. All the things, there's things like balance activities and different challenges to ultimately be the last person standing to avoid the lava. Yeah. And then otherwise, I want to show you the skill and action category here. So skill and action is for the preschool category, so kids ages 4 plus. So Greedy Granny here is one of our tried and true. So Greedy Granny essentially likes her treats, but she doesn't like sharing. And essentially, you want to try to pick a treat off her tray without waking her up. And then when she does wake up, all her treats go flying.
Oh, okay.
Same with her teeth. Her teeth also go flying as well. Yeah. Sporting and water category. So one of the items I want to show you was the float connects. So the float connects here, one of the challenges, when you're in a lazy river, you're in a lake with your friends, so you don't want them to drift apart. So this one, it just connects on either side so each person can stay close to each other without floating away, essentially. Yeah, so you don't got to worry about whether everyone's going to go wandering off. You all stay connected. So this is the float connects from water. And then just behind me here, this one here is Aquapals. So Aquapals are the outdoor plush characters with Wadu. So essentially these here kids can take with them into the water, or they are also quick drying, and the quick dry allows them to take with them to bedtime as well. So these ones are machine washable, they're fast drying, and they're hypoallergenic as well. So something parents like to consider for sure.
Marvel and Disney.
Yeah, all the fun licenses. These ones also come in sizes small, medium to large as well.
So they can take this to the pool with them and they'll fast dry and take it to bed.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a pal that the kids can take with them anywhere. Yeah. And then otherwise, just behind us here is the bodyboard. So the bodyboards here, as opposed to you have so many things to carry with you when you go to the beach. This one slings back on your shoulder, just like
nice.
You can see her there.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it's definitely convenient.